Boruto Chapter 81 will be coming back hopefully within August or September. But right now, we will be giving our Chapter 81 prediction with my good friend, co-host of the Boruto Show, Ray Sean. And Ray Sean, can you please, tell them, the viewers out there, where can they find your YouTube channel at?
You guys can find my YouTube channel. Hopefully it'll be below, so you can just click and it'll be right there below. But my YouTube channel and my podcast is the Rayshawn Gatson Anime Podcast, or RGAT for short. You can also find me on Instagram and all that. Please click on my links, check out my stuff, and also hit me up.
All right. Also, hit the subscribe button. Our new goal now is the 500 subs. I know we could do it, guys. You guys hit me for the 200 a couple weeks ago. I know we can hit the 500 as well too. And now it's been official. The time skip is officially here. We will begin in Boruto Chapter 81. In the previous volume, I think volume 20 or 21, they confirmed that part one of Boruto is completed. So we are finally hitting that infamous time skip that we've all been waiting for.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
For my very first prediction, I would say 3 years have passed. And we get the return of the bingo book, which, if you guys don't know what the bingo book is, it has, village by village of people who, high ranking officials that contain any information on blacklisted ninjas that are targeted. And some known entries are Itachi, Sasuke, Orochimaru, and Kabuto. Also, Owl from the Boruto. And that right there, if you're on that bingo book, you've done something to put yourself like in number one classified villain in the entire Shinobi village. And that right there, we'll see Boruto in there because he's known for killing the seventh Hokage. And also Sasuke's page is still there from when he was on it, back when he was a teenager. So unfortunately, our boy Sasuke is a rogue ninja again. And Boruto is a rogue ninja as well, too. And he will be in that bingo book. What's your take on that?
I think that is a strong possibility that they probably be added on the bingo book just because of a lot of people emotions and how they will feel about the situation. Also, I do feel like with Naruto being gone, there's going to be a bigger crime wave too. So I feel like that's going to be a big thing too, not just mentioning the bingo book. Sasuke being on the bingo book, I think is going to be an interesting thing because my whole thing is I wonder how Sakura's going to handle this because I feel like that's going to be a big cool if she's going to be able to like stay in the village or leave the village because I feel like she would leave the village for Sasuke, like mind control or not, like just knowing how much she's been pit up with, because I feel like she's going to want to look into trying to figure out a deeper meaning by why he left and everything. And also Sakura sort of knows, and I feel like she's probably going to have to tell Sakura because so that's just my opinion on that.
And I agree with you right there because I have another note as well too. It says I put Sakura figures out the truth about Sasuke from his childhood, and also at the same time she's also trying to master her Makigan Sharingan. At the same time, she learns about her father, who was a rogue ninja, who attacked, during the Kage Summit, who killed Danzo, who was, quote unquote, Hokage, even though he was there for a couple weeks, and he threatened to attack the Hidden Leaf in retaliation for what happened to Itachi. And I feel like somewhere in the Hidden Leaf, they have that documentation, and she finds it and finds out the truth about her father. So going back to you said about the crime rate, basically like Batman being gone, and everybody's like, you know what, effort, we're gonna take control of Gotham City. Mm-hmm. Do you think like Shikamaru will able to control the crime wave, or do you feel like it just becomes so overpopulated he just lets it go and just figures out how he could manage without Naruto? Because as of right now, if you saying that crime rate is an all-time high with Naruto being gone, like, do you think they can manage?
I think they'd definitely be able to like manage. I guess it depends how strong these people are, because a lot of these people been sitting in the background just probably waiting for this opportunity, because you got to think at one point Naruto was the strongest ninja in the world. So I mean, just that alone is enough to keep a lot of people from getting out of line. So to think that like the strong, well, I guess you still kind of have Kawaki, and depending on where his moral compass is, so he might still to play the part, because he still has to sort of play the part of Naruto's son. So I guess he could play the part and try to keep that crime low down. And he might low key be stronger than Naruto, so he might do some other shit. He might push the moral code a little bit, where Naruto wouldn't kill nobody. Kawaki's fucking killing people. Like that's the difference. They were like, oh. But I do think there's gonna be a little bit more crime rate because I think it's gonna be a lot more people wanting to test who's the superpower now. I think there might even be villages that like right now who probably like since Naruto was in there, they felt more like okay, everything was equal. But since Naruto's not there now, they might be more vocal now and trying to be like, hey, we might see another kind of war. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It really depends on who take that Hokage spot.
Next up, we see Boruto and Sasuke, and we see Sasuke using Orochimaru's hideouts. And, Orochimaru, he has multiple hideouts that range from all the way from the hidden of the sand to all the way to the hidden eastern, hideouts. Like he has hideouts all over the world. So I feel like they're gonna use that to, maneuver their way throughout, while getting caught, going through the villages and stuff, and also training Boruto as well too, because they can't just be out chilling and walk around how Jiraiya and Naruto used to walk around, just training, walking to villages and all that stuff. No, this man's the number one fugitive, and so is Sasuke. So they're gonna have to maneuver just back like he used to back in the day, through Orochimaru's hideouts.
For sure, that's most likely how I see that, and I think that's how everybody's trying to figure out if Orochi. Well, me personally, I'm not gonna say everybody. Me personally, I feel like Orochimaru is gonna be the best person to help with this because he kind of has that whole aesthetic of being stealthy and do it like keeping everything undercover. I wouldn't be surprised if Orochimaru already did like research on the Shushiki, already knew about this ability, already knew these motherfuckers was probably gonna come here type shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised just how much Orochimaru already knows, or how I've been hoping for the longest Orochimaru and Koji Kenji are together type shit, and they've been like already planning. Because to me, if we're gonna say Sasuke is gonna train Boruto, I don't think that's an effective training because you need somebody that's like on a stronger level. Sasuke is weaker now, like you know what I mean. Like I don't. At some point, he might even be getting pushed by the Boruto that we just seen fighting Kawaki. So I don't know. It really depends. I feel like he can give him more of the experience, like and like basics of fighting, but I don't know.
Hey, I'm all for Orochimaru being a pivotal factor in the time skip because hey, Black Frieza is playing a big role in Dragon Ball Super coming back. I'm all for Orochimaru playing, a big factor in the Boruto series. So I'm all for it with him, possibly, giving more training with, Boruto and Sasuke, or just giving him, the hideouts. Make Orochimaru a factor into the series because, when Orochimaru's around, everybody sits down and watches him do his work.
Yeah, and he just has so many abilities, and I feel like he's one of those characters where you can kind of give him an ass pull and be like, "Oh yeah, Orochimaru already knew about this sushi," and you'd be like, "How the fuck he knew about it?"
Before we move on to the next people, my last one for Boruto, we see him go 1-on-1 with some bandits from other villages, and we see his true strength now after the 3 years of being in training. So I just can't wait for him, see what new ability he learns as well too, and also is he able to finally contain Momoshiki as well too? And after that, he might feel the almost confidence saying that, yeah, I think I'm gonna make my return back to the Hidden Leaf.
That's the interesting thing.
So the reason why I said that because with the time skip for the Naruto series, when Naruto Shippuden, Naruto came back in the same chapter to the Hidden Leaf after he left. So I feel like Boruto might think about coming back to Hidden Leaf after his training. So I think we might, because mind you, Boruto's supposed to be a quote unquote reboot of the Naruto series. So I feel like they might, follow some similarities when it comes to the manga, with the time skip as well too. So I feel like Boruto will come back.
I feel like I don't know if he's gonna come back in the beginning. I feel like he's probably taking a little bit more of the Sasuke route right now, where he has to. I feel like he's gonna have to train a little bit and kind of get some more a little bit more alliances, a little bit because at this point right now he's kind of facing the whole world. He's gonna have to figure out how to get more people on his side. And I think the most interesting thing right now that we kind of forget is still is cold right now. So I wonder what Code is doing, and like, is he switching sides or is he still going to attack the Leaf? Because that could be an interesting thing, because that could be a part where Boruto can come and low key help out with the Leaf and probably make people kind of remember, like, this isn't that the guy or something? Because I feel like there are going to be some people who are going to start to kind of remember. I think Sugar Die is going to be one of them, because I feel like they just had that relationship, and I was really surprised he didn't remember before. But it's crazy.
He could probably come back, but when he gets there, just give us flashbacks of everything he's been through for the past couple of years, and then come back to the current time, and then do like infamous battle against Kawaki and whoever else as well too. So I'm
you
okay.
think 3 years would be enough for him to be like? Well, I guess they at this point they're at the same power level right now, I guess, because they're not like one is too much stronger. That's why I'm always wonder if there's another main bad guy that we need to worry about. Like, maybe is it Code, or is there somebody else they're gonna have to fight at the end? Because it's like, I don't know. It's like they're kind of equal right now. Like, he could come back to the village anytime, low key, and have this battle. But I don't know if it's gonna be end of the village, like how it looked like at the end of that. Like, that looked like they learned some shit, and I don't think they at that level yet.
So don't forget, they still have Shibai to go against as well too. So that's the main one right there. Yep, the appetizer is Code and Kawaki. The main course is Shibai. So we'll get him towards the end of Boruto.
Yeah, when he come out of his Amado costume, when he stopped playing the genius, like, yeah, we all know that one.
Another prediction, I feel like Eida and Daemon are no longer under 24-hour surveillance. I feel like they officially became citizens of the Hidden Leaf, because Shikamaru's like, all right, you looked out for us, telling us what happened to Naruto, and putting the blame on Boruto and all that stuff. And since you've been here, you've been cooperating as well too. So I feel like they officially become citizens of the Hidden Leaf.
I agree with that, just because just how the situation plays out, and the fact that Kawaki is looked at as Naruto's son. So just him just being like, when everything went down, they were there type shit. I feel like it. He might be a little bit questionable about Eida, just because of how she kind of played him a little bit at the end. But I feel like most likely they're gonna be cool with the Leaf.
You have any prediction right now?
My predictions, if I have anything that I think that's definitely probably going to happen, are things I kind of want. I kind of want to see what Amado is going to do. Which field is he going to play? Because remember, you had him like screaming over the phone to Shikamaru, "Yeah, I can't kill Kawaki." So I wonder if he's affected. I want that to be the first kind of be in the first few chapters, if we can know if he's affected or if he's acting like he's affected, because I want to know, because I find that interesting, because he might be a person that can actually blow this whole thing up, but most likely won't, because he's trying to get Delta back. What you think about that?
Yes, I want to see his true motive and what side is he picking this time, where everything that has fallen apart as well too. Does he see Kawaki as the Boruto, and does he see Boruto that left as Kawaki? So is his plan to try to retrieve Boruto to come back? Mind you, that was his whole plan of using his cells to bring back his daughter that died.
Mm-hmm.
So now is like, is he under the spell as well too, or is he able to see the truth on other? But I think only a few people were able to see the truth. What happened to Boruto and Kawaki. So I think it's only Kawaki, Boruto, Sarada, Eida, Daemon, Sumida, and I think that's it. Unless Amado the true Sasuke, then
I will also want to know what his true connections is to the Leaf. Because remember, him and Koji Kenji, well, we already know Koji Kenji like connections, but for Amado, he's also been able to name like older people from older generations of ninjas. Like when he first met Shikadai, he was able to name their whole little group, the Ino Chika Cho, and you're like, oh yeah, the latest iteration of them. And I'm like, okay, so who is this guy? Is this a random guy that was just in the Leaf or some shit? Like, I wonder who this guy was. So I feel like that'll be interesting to be able to explore on that. Or if somebody just like, hey, you know what? The ramen guy, he'd be like, oh shit, I remember him. I think that'd be interesting. Another prediction, something I would want to see, and also I feel like something we haven't been thinking about, because I just low-key thought about this. Sasuke coming in the Bingo book also has to do with how Hokage takes office. Because I feel like certain people would not pit him on there or not make it like we got to go after Sasuke, kind of like how Tsunade did. I feel like if it's Kakashi, I don't think he's gonna make it a priority to go after Sasuke. I don't. With the whole Naruto dying, that could low key change the situation, but I feel like him seeing the situation with Sasuke leaving and all that and knowing their bond, I don't think he'd be able to just easily think that. I feel like there's certain people in the Konoha 11 or 12, I can't think if it was 11 or 12, but that probably wouldn't go after him. I think there's certain people who would, just because of the things Sasuke did back in the past, and if they not like control, like, but I feel like majority of people will really think about it. That's why. What would you think about that?
So what you said about Kakashi, I agree with it because he been through it with Sasuke, and he knew his friendship or his brothership with Naruto. He knew that he left for a reason. He's not just gonna abandon the hidden leaf just for the hell of it and help this kid out. No, he knows that there's a good reason. And I think maybe Kakashi might step up for Sasuke and just say that, hey, relax. Like there's more to the story than we know right now. So wait till we meet with Sasuke again and figure out why did he leave the hidden leaf and why is he helping Boruto.
Kakashi is my for sure bet. Like if he somehow gets back, but that means I don't know if Kakashi ready to like end his retirement. Kakashi probably him and my guy probably at that point where they probably be like, bro, let's act like we don't even know there's nothing wrong. like, fuck this shit,
right?
Man.
Kakashi
like, when they come back to the leaf, I'll act surprised. Naruto gone? Like, what y'all mean?
Kakashi's pushing my guy around, and he looked up. He's like, "We too old for this shit, man. We can't be doing this anymore."
Bro, that's what I'm saying. If I'm my guy, he'd be like, bro, you ready to go back? Be like, bro, I didn't went back too many times, man. Let's let the young ones take this. I'm good.
It's Boruto Next Generation for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in the wheelchair now. I'm like, bro, I'm not eight gating nothing no more.
You see what happened to me? I'm done with 8-gate.
This what I gave for the village. I'm not doing it again. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm good.
So for my final prediction, I feel like Kawaki and Mitsuki are working together now to trying to find a way to lure back Boruto to the hidden leaf so they can finally destroy him. Because remember, Kawaki wants to destroy all the Susukis before he brings back Naruto and Hinata. So I feel like him and Mitsuki are gonna work together to just find a way to bring him back to get that final clash battle.
That's an interesting thing. And the only reason why that could happen, because I guess they had I don't know if Kawaki's gonna be able to get that same relationship out of Mitsuki. You know what I mean? Because like Mitsuki was damn near gay for fucking Boruto. Like, no, I'm not gonna say like gay, but I mean he loved Boruto in like a real "you are my son" type of way. So it's like I don't know if Kawaki's gonna be able to just jump into that. Maybe if the jutsu makes him see Kawaki as that, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. I think what's gonna break this thing down is the actual knowledge of things. Because once they actually start talking and communicating and stuff like that, he's gonna have to figure out either he's gonna learn some super fucking genjutsu that's gonna let him like read people's minds or shit, or people's gonna start being able to pick this apart. So I don't know, but I do feel like he might go after Boruto, especially depending on how he feels about Naruto. Because he did seem pissed in that moment, like I can't believe Boruto and all that. Like he wanted to. So maybe, and he went straight into Sage mode. So I love to see Sage mode and fully mastered form. Well, I guess it is master, but more, mastered. And
yeah, it shows you said because like hopefully Kyle can hold up the things that Boruto did, because if he can't do the thing, they start noticing like he's like whoa, like he's acting weird and all that stuff. And Mitsuki's gonna find out automatically because he loves Boruto, so he's thinking like something's fishy about you because you're not acting the same way, the way we used to talk to him and stuff. Mind you, Kawaki's not really somebody he opens up and talks to people. Like he really has a really small circle. Only Boruto and Naruto that he would talk to the most. Like he really, really conversated with the other people that had to leave. Like he just kept to himself. So now he has to be outgoing now, how Boruto was, to keep that image as well too. So hopefully he can. If not, people are gonna start realizing things seem out of place.
Yeah, because it was even like if I remember correctly, it was like part of the scene at the end where Sugar Dai seen Boruto, and it was something he was wearing, and he was like, "Where did you get that?" It was like I had gave that to something like Kawaki, but Boruto had it on. See, I'm thinking they minds like aren't that like they are affected clearly, but they still have memories of certain things that I think can help them start to honor because even like with Sasuke knowing the truth, because even what's her name telling them still like with the jutsu's effect, because he's still affected by the jutsu, but he still knows like, okay, I wonder how that dynamic's gonna be. Like, oh, that's an interesting thing.
Like,
I can't really wait until they come back and see where they go. I want to know how far the time skip's going to be, how the character's going to look, how Cole's going to look. Are we going to jump right into a battle? Like, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like there's a lot that could happen.
All I want, I don't know if you'll be okay with this. For
You know
three
what
of,
I want? I'm sorry.
nah, go ahead.
Prediction. Gara has to change that hairstyle. He cannot have the same hairstyle he's been rocking since the beginning of Boruto. He need to upgrade it. I'll go Mohawk. Like now, I hate that fucking shit he has. But you can go ahead.
I don't know about you. Since it's about 3 or 4 months since we got any Boruto content, I'm okay if they drop us an 80-page return. Give us, a whole goddamn book of everything that's happened, since the time skip, because it's been 3 months. 3 months of no Boruto, and you guys leave with that cliffhanger? Nah. Give me 80 pages. Drop a bomb on us.
You know, it's funny because I'm about to talk about another anime, but it's exactly kind of what you're saying with the hype. Like you want to see a lot of it, and it's with Bleach. And I'm mad because I'm hoping they give us 2 episodes like they did, because they did a secret screening
Yeah.
of the new season, and they showed everybody like 2 episodes. I hope they don't give us just 1 episode. It's been gone for 3 months. Let us get a. It's been gone a little bit longer than that, but I won't give us 2 episodes, man. But yeah, I understand the anticipation. I hope we get like 80 pages. I love for it to be about. It depends, because Boruto can give you some bullshit. Like there was a chapter where you just be like, bro. But then they can give you some of that good action too.
Yeah.
So it really depends. I hope they do a lot of world building in this next chapter.
Nah, most definitely. But before we end this, guys, comment below. Tell us, what do you think of our predictions, and also what's your prediction of what's going to happen in Boruto Chapter 81. But before we end this, guy, Rayshawn, where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on. Okay, it came back. Oh, you guys can find me on all your podcasting platforms. Just search up the name Rayshawn Gatson Anime Podcast, or RGAT for short. You can find me on YouTube. I just posted it's top 10. It's top 10 strongest moves, some of the strongest moves. I couldn't rank them. It was one of the hardest things trying to figure out how to rank them. I was just like, let's just do part 1, part 2, part 3. So I hope you guys enjoy that video. We also got some interviews on my YouTube channel. So, and we got some big ones we're trying to come out. So just stay tuned and subscribe.
Yes, definitely check out his content. Definitely some good stuff. Also, before we end this, guys, hit that subscribe button. Also, our new goal is 500 subs. I know we can do it, guys. And this is Culture Anime.
Peace.